My mic was off. That explains it. I'm dumb. Forgot I turned my mic off when I went to dinner. Whoops. Alright, so the 2029-2030 season, yeah. It's my first day. It sucks that Will doesn't fit the first line at all. Neither does Salient. He doesn't fit the second line, does he? Not really. It's not ideal, but it's fine. I do want Mar to get better. Would you fit the team out of curiosity? Let me check. Actually, I'm actually not sure, but I will check in just a sec. I just want to make sure Charlotte's all good too. Yeah, goalie. Um, Charlotte's looking fine. Um, you'd fit on the fourth line and all penalty killing lines. It's really weird how I don't love how coaching affects the team as much as it does in this game. Like I feel like coaching affects the team a little too much. That's just me. But I definitely feel like coaching is a huge. It's like, oh, you hired this new, like your team's a Stanley Cup contender and you can't afford to hire a coach. You hired a very similar coach. All right, here we go. You're missing the playoffs next year with the same roster. It's kind of ridiculous. It really is. Like I don't get it. I really don't. Um, it's stupid that it affects the team as much as it does. I mean, I think it's important, but like it definitely needs some tweaks. Like, for instance, like, let me see. Can I change the scheme of my team? Edit strategies. I mean, is this my coach's strategy? Weird. So I could. Um, I don't know how it would affect the team though, so I'm gonna not do anything. I'm not gonna touch it for now. But we'll send to February 1st. The Carolina Hurricanes and Columbus Blue Jackets. Canes lose. Alright, so there's a win against Tampa. No, I mean it's not a great start. I mean we're 3 games in, we're 1-2-0, but like I don't know, man. I just don't get a good feeling about this season again, and I don't know what more I can do. Because I mean, firing the coach would do nothing for me. Like, unless I could find a coach who actually fits. Do what that guy said online. Clear house except for Aho. The hell? Who said that? Was that like in regards to my stream, or was it just like somebody else? It was on Twitter. So was it just like a Canes fan that said that, or just some like random person? Send me the tweet. I legitimately want to dunk on this person. Oh, 11-0 win against the Kings. Yikes. LA must suck. Well, then we lose 9-2. So you know what? That puts us in our place. They probably deleted it like a coward. Oh, man. You sent it. I didn't get it. Where did you send it? Tagged me in it. Oh, God. First off, it's a guy whose name is Robin Williams. Think. Oh, it's Facebook. It's Facebook. It's Kane's Facebook. That's like the lowest of low hanging fruit. I think the whole team needs to be rebuilt. Lacks speed. This person doesn't watch the Canes. Lacks discipline. I mean, I can get that. Lack leadership on the ice. No comment. Good decision making. You're a joke, and our defensemen can't keep people out of lanes and from in front of the net. You don't watch the Canes very much. Does this team have heart? But heart only gets you so far. Yeah, the whole team except Aho. Jesus. That's just awful. Who does that? Like the dude doesn't watch the team if he says they lack speed. Like, yeah, we got beaten by a team that was, I don't know, man. Like, folks are just way too reactionary about this team. Like, we're a young team, you know. Like, we have multiple guys that aren't even like Natchez just turned 21. Svetch is 20. I do think our defense can be a little bad in terms of their positioning. Shea, Gardner, but like, it happens. Hayden Fleury, welcome back. Canes are on a 4-game win streak here. I'm hoping we keep it up because we need to. We're not in a playoff spot yet. We're definitely doing better. Fleury's out again. Wow. Nevertheless. But yeah, like that's not like Kane's Facebook just needs to be fired into the sun. Ooh, another shutout win. Canes are currently riding a 6-game win streak heading into Dallas, and it's no longer a win streak with a 2-1 loss to Dallas, and we haven't beaten Nashville in quite some time, which is a little frustrating. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I'm not on Facebook anymore, but I never joined Kane's Facebook just because it was always awful. Okay, the Caps are 21-2-2, and we beat them. Wow. So that's a really big confidence builder for the Canes to beat that team in overtime. All right, come on, you gotta beat the Thomas Bang. No, you gotta beat the Predators. You haven't beaten them in a couple years, I don't think. Which is great because my team it means my player's doing better. Corbin Trotter. Oh dang! I do have two scouts in the Central. I mean, it's not a huge deal that nobody's in the West. All right, big overtime wins give the Canes some life in the playoff race. It's still very close. Oops, I hit the home button. I'm how mad it is. All right, so 3 wins outside of regulation in a row here, which is huge. You do lose to Toronto, which hurts. That kicks you out of a playoff spot. But the good news is that the Canes are winning more games now. You surrendered a point to Philly, and then you lose to Philly again, which is unfortunate. Yeah, you really can't be doing that. You cannot be giving teams in this division any room. Fleury has been getting hurt a lot, which makes me not want to bring him back next year. Like, I just can't see it happening. There's a big win to break up a 4-game losing streak. The Canes needed that. Calgary is still bad this year, and the Canes win that game too to push them back into a playoff spot. Game against Columbus is a win, and then we lose to the Jets in OT. So occupying the final wild card spot right now. That's all I can really hope for. We haven't had many overtime games. I think we had the one against Pittsburgh that sent us to the next round, or maybe it was against Washington. I think it was against Washington, but that was it. Couple wins there though. One against New Jersey, which is big, and then a big win against Montreal. So yeah, the Canes are getting a lot of win support now. Kirby Dach traded from Chicago to Tampa. That's a huge trade. Wow. 3 wins in a row for the Hurricanes after that shootout win. We are now in the year 2030. 5-0 win, starting off the decade strong with a shutout win over the Winnipeg Jets. Big win over Pittsburgh too, so the Canes are third in the division right now, giving us a 5-game win streak heading into Dallas. 6 games with that win. Columbus is 1 point ahead of us for second in the division. And let's see if we can get to 8. It can't, so we do lose to Minnesota, which is okay. The Canes have momentum though. 3-0 shutout win over the Stars. The Senators, sorry. Second shutout win of the month. We're in week number 2, so that's good. Playing against Calgary, who has really turned the ship around after their terrible season last year. Big 4-2 win there, and then we go to Vancouver. That's a big win. And this is actually the start of a 5-game road swing before our break, so that's a great way to start your road trip. All right, Canes playing against the Anaheim Ducks, and that's an 8-4 win, so they've automatically gotten 6. They've gotten 6 points already out of 10, and so they've already gotten half of the points on this road trip. That is excellent. 4-game win streak heading into Edmonton. And the Canes lose that game, unfortunately, 4-3. Here are the latest scouting rankings. We still know nothing about Aito Kallio. Ugh. And we have a gem. We still don't know much about it, or him, Corbin Trotter. And we got San Jose. There's a win. So we get 8 of a possible 10 points. Anaheim has fired their head coach. And yeah, Canes are third in the division right now. I'm liking the performance from the team so far. Big win against the Rangers. Okay. All right. 3 games in a row. The Canes have won 3 games in a row. They currently sit at second in the division at February 1st. It's good to see the team turning it around this year after a ugly season last year. I don't know what the deal was. We got a goalie. I think that's what really helped. 4 straight wins with that win over Toronto. Playing against Buffalo now, and the Carolina Hurricanes will win that game as well to make it 5 straight wins. Bowen Byram traded from St. Louis or San Jose to St. Louis. Wow. They had just signed him too because he was a free agent. Um, there we go. Oh, Roland McEwen. Washington gets Morgan Riley, which is huge. Canes now have 6 wins in a row. Sagan to Detroit. 6 wins in a row with that win over the Devils. And yeah, let's try and get 7 here. Nope, we cannot. So streak ends at 6, but it's good that the Canes are getting more win streaks in now. We have 2 games against the Capitals, and I mean, we've already beaten the Capitals once, so it is doable, but the Caps are a very tough team. We just shut out the Boston Bruins in Boston, which is crazy. 6-0 win in Boston. Wow. Playing against the Caps here, we lose. I mean, it's kind of to be expected. I mean, the Caps have a ridiculous record this year. LA is a tough. They're always a tough team against us for whatever reason. We beat them like 11-0 earlier the year, 4-3 loss, so they do get revenge for that terrible loss that they had. Not a great way to start a 3-game homestand, but we have 2 games to make up for it. Once against Vegas and then one against Pittsburgh. The Canes have lost 2 in a row though. So I'm kind of hoping we improve a little bit. Vegas, that's a loss. Okay, 3 in a row. And we beat Pittsburgh to at least get 1 win, and it's the most important win of that road trip, or of that homestand with the game against Pittsburgh. Owen traded to Detroit. The Rangers versus the Canes, they're always a tough opponent as well, and we actually end up losing to the Rangers here. Peyton Krebs traded to St. Louis, so the Metro gets a little worse there. Not like terribly worse though. Islanders have fired Menard, their head coach, and the Canes have actually lost quite a few games. They've lost 5 of their last 6, which is not good. I'm actually kind of worried. Yeah, another loss to the Caps, which is to be expected, but 6 of their last 7 games have been losses. So they need this